The following podcast is not to be listened to by weak-minded motherfuckers. In fact, it is suggested that you only listen to this podcast with the mind of the better version of yourself, for the weaker version of you is just not strong enough. You will hear words through this podcast like fuck, bitch, ass, shit, motherfucker, motherfuckettes, dick, pussy, snot. If these words offend you, I highly suggest that you fuck off and go read a children's book. But for those of you that would like to hear what we have to say, then please stick around.
What up, y'all? How y'all feeling today, man? Shit, today, I know it might be a little bit more of a serious topic, you know what I mean? But shit, I just wanted to kind of share with you guys why I started getting my health back together, okay? Just quick rundown. Back in the day, personal trainer, did it for 15 years, owned a gym, great shape. I was a stripper. I did all kind of shit. I was in great shape, right? Fast forward, I just stopped doing everything. I stopped working out. I stopped eating healthy. I stopped having an active lifestyle. I just became a lazy motherfucker, just plain and simple. I'm not going to make no excuses for it. Yes, life happened, but the point is I bitched out on taking care of my health, plain and simple, right? And so recently, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I was looking at myself in some clothes. Oh, my God. My shit went from terpenes to terpenes. Like, that motherfucker was stretched. I didn't feel comfortable in no clothes. And then on top of that, I got eczema. So then I just felt like a fucking mutant. Like, I just drank the ooze. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did not feel right at all. Like, I'm fat. My skin is all braily and shit. Like, I got blind motherfuckers in the store. Like, wait a second, what the fuck is this on the aisle? Like, motherfuckers tripping and shit, right? So I was walking around feeling ugly and shit. I just felt ashamed. Had hoodies on, and so my wife would call me, and I'd be like, yes, would you like me to come to dinner? I was on some shit. Right? And so anyway, I was looking at myself, and I was like, man, get on the scale. I got on the scale, and I looked down, and all I saw was LOL. This scale was like, ah! No, seriously. I was at 207, motherfucker. 207. That's a lot for me. That's a whole lot for me, actually. So I was like, this is some bullshit. And then I was having a conversation with this guy, right? I didn't really know the guy. And we started talking about working out. And he was like, yeah, I work out. And he just kept talking. And I'll be honest with you. Back in the day, motherfuckers would say, yeah, I work out. I don't look like you or anything. And so this dude didn't say that. He just said, yeah, I work out. And he just kind of kept going. I was like, you're not going to say that you don't look like, well, shit, you don't look like me. I was like, what the fuck is happening here, right? And then I was talking to one of the homies, and he's known me for a long time. This motherfucker said, yeah, when I look at your videos, in your face, I can see you look more full. More full? Motherfucker, you just said I was fat. But it's cool, though, because you need homies to be real with you, right? And you also need to be real with yourself. You got to be real with yourself. And so I started taking care of myself. I started getting my shit together, blah, 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 right? So now I'm down to 184, like 184.5. But who's counting? You know what I mean? But no, I'm at 184.5 from 207. And this has been like maybe a 6 to 8 week process. I can't really put a finger on it. You know what I'm saying? But I just knew I had to start getting myself together. And on top of that, though, I had to really start looking at the truth. So let's step away from the vanity standpoint of it. You know, I have 2 kids and a wife. And I remember one time Chris Rock, he was on, I think he was on the show with Kevin Hart or something. And the motherfucker, they was like, yeah. They said something like, 55 is young. And Chris Rock was like, yeah, only if you die at that age. He was like, but if you at the club, it's old, right? And it's true. Like, you die at 55, 60, like, oh, he was so young. But be 55, 60 at the club. They'd be like, get your old ass out of here, right? And so I started looking at the truth of that, like, damn, that's true, right? And so I'm 41. So that's young, you know what I'm saying? But it's also too old to be sitting around acting like I'm 19, 20 with these habits of, you know, drinking and not just taking care of myself, eating processed foods and eating whatever the fuck I want. And I really want to share this for parents and also for spouses, right? So if you're a spouse, I got to keep it 100 with myself, right? It's fucked up of me to not take care of myself and then have a heart attack, a stroke, or even die for any of this shit. and put this burden at, at 45, 50, and put this burden on my wife. So now my wife has to chop out living her life of being able to go and do fun shit and do anything because now I gotta be pushed in a wheelchair or I got dialysis or something, right? And it's the difference if these things happen and you've been honestly putting forth a honest effort to take care of yourself on a daily basis. Not going through spurts of like 1 month you doing good, you trick off for a month and then you get back to it. I mean on a daily basis. And you really, really putting the effort into keeping your body healthy and some bullshit happens to you, man. But if you put absolutely no effort, some things are cause and effect, right? And so it's fucked up of me to be selfish and say, I'm not going to work out. I'm not going to cook my foods. Yes, I'm going to eat this processed bullshit. I'm going to go to this fast food spot. I'm going to eat whatever I want. I want to enjoy life because when I was younger, I was so disciplined. This is what I was telling myself. Like, man, I was disciplined for so many years. I was vegan for so many years. I just want to enjoy life. And it was true. But how can I enjoy life if I'm dead, right? That one's a hard one, as far as I know. So I had to look at that, and I'm like, damn, why would you put your kids through that? Like, what if you had a seizure while you driving your kids? What if something happened with your health while you driving your kids? Like, now you putting them in danger. What if you died and your kid found you, and it's because you're not taking care of yourself? That's what the excuse is gonna be? Really? That's what it's gonna be? So I more so share this to people that got people that depend on them, right? If you're the financial dependent for your family, if you're not here, what kind of stress is that going to be for your wife? What kind of stress is that going to be for your husband, your kids? Because you didn't want to take care of yourself. You didn't want to change your habits of what you were eating. So I just start cutting out all the processed foods. Start turning over bags and shit. Start looking at what different ingredients are. And I ain't telling you no path to take. I'm not saying if you want to fucking paleo, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. Vegan, paleo, you could be a meat. I don't give a fuck what you want to do. But you have to start making better decisions with your health. You got to start looking at your fucking blood work. Men, if you're not fucking going to the doctor, take your dumb ass to the doctor. And I say that because I was one of those dumbasses. I didn't go to the doctor for like 15, 20 years, motherfucker. I literally only took like sex tests. That was it. I would go and take tests, make sure I had no heebies-jeebies with my dick, and I was good to go. I never cared about my blood pressure, didn't care about my sugars, my triglycerides. I didn't care about none of that shit, right? None of it. And when I started paying attention to it, it was when I became a biometric health screener and started taking blood and like running people's blood and reading their results back to them and coaching them on how to improve them, right? If they were fucked up. And I ran my shit and was like, oh man, your fucking cholesterol is up there a little bit, And so I started realizing these things, start paying attention to triglyceride. You got to start paying attention to these shits. And a lot of us be trying not to find out about things because we don't want to have to fix it. That's a bitch way to live, especially when you got people who depend on you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to kind of get out there and just holler at y'all like, yo, just share with you guys the kind of epiphanies that I had to come to myself of like, damn, you just going to put that shit on your family like that? And you going to have people now having to rearrange their life because your ass was too selfish to rearrange your life when you had the ability to fucking do it? That is so goddamn selfish. So fucking selfish. So stop being a selfish fuck and start taking care of your health, man. I'm out this motherfucker. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the like button, man. I'm gonna holler at you motherfuckers and motherfuckers later. I'm out this bitch. Peace.